the Nashville area LGBTQ plus fight for their right to celebrate Pride. For the past 2 years, thousands of people have descended on a public park in Franklin, Tennessee for an LGBTQ plus Pride festival featuring live music, food trucks, and craft vendors. That all sounds very dangerous, doesn't it? Clayton Klutts, the president of the Franklin Pride organization, viewed the event as a glowing symbol of how far a small conservative community had come in terms of LGBTQ plus acceptance. But this year, Franklin Pride's attempts to obtain a city permit have been met with fierce resistance. The conflict came to a head during a public forum at City Hall late last month, one day after a 28-year-old shot and killed 6 people at a private Christian school in Nashville, a massacre that some on the right blamed on the suspect's gender identity. More than 30 people, many of them wearing circular "Choose Decency" stickers, pleaded with Franklin's mayor and the city board's 8 aldermen to deny the Pride permit. Only 6 people spoke in favor of the permit, nearly all of them members of the LGBTQ plus organization behind the festival. The fight in Franklin, a city of roughly 85,000 people, echoes earlier battles over LGBTQ plus acceptance from more than 3 decades ago and comes amid a nationwide backlash among conservatives against the rights of transgender people to obtain medical care, drag artists to perform in public, and LGBTQ plus people to see themselves reflected in school library books, curricula, and the culture at large. Distressing. It's distressing. And it's distressing because we continue to say, we said last year, I vividly remember you saying, this is a step process. I remember Jeff talking about this repetitively last spring. Don't Say Gay starts. The trans attacks that we've watched, it's moved much more aggressively to drag. We've had anchors here say, you know, Scott Galvin, the first LGBT publicly elected official in Florida, said this is not going to be satisfied by the radical conservatives and evangelicals that are pursuing this until they come into our gay bars and spaces. Isn't that what just happened in that park in Franklin, Tennessee?
Well, I think they're just taking a playbook from what they did with women's rights, right? Yes. Like they started with Roe. Now we've had the ban on the medication that's been FDA approved for over 20 years. And they're taking that same playbook and doing that with our rights, little by little, you know, moving into our schools, talking about the children, the drag shows. Little by little, they're just being eroded and they're trying to just erase us. Like, it's like we don't exist anymore, right? Let's erase history and these people don't belong. So let's just make them feel like they don't belong over and over and over again and erase them.
Wearing a Choose Decency sticker is an act of indecency. I mean, how dare these people claim to have a say in what is or isn't decent? You know, it's indecent preventing trans folks from obtaining medical care, passing laws banning drag artists from performing in public, and blocking LGBTQ plus people from seeing themselves represented in books and in culture. I mean, that's what's indecent.
And, you know, again, it's the connection that these bills, and it's just, again, it's a way to shut down discussion, shut down, again, pride, thought. Pride is a protest, remember? So it's, you know, and there are no points of the Pride Festival that, of course, are designed to be political, quote, in nature, but obviously they're looking for ways to shut down community from coming together. And that's really what I see it as. It's just a way, you know, like you said, it coming into our gay bars is a place where that was a safe space to congregate. A Pride Festival, especially in these smaller communities, like how special that is for people that don't have a Wilton Manors to congregate in or a Miami Beach. This is their one time to come out and probably come from far away to come together. It's a way to silence them.
This is a more frustrating time for me in the entertainment industry because think of it this way. I'm the local DJ for one specific bar, but we've got an entire road of entertainment venues providing all different types of services. You're trying to shut our whole road down at this point. When the truth of the matter is drag queens are here to just entertain us. You know, our culture is fun. It's about acceptance. It's about being kind. It's about understanding people's differences. So, starting with a pinpoint here, another little pinpoint there, to the point where you see kind of like a giant map of America with all those little red dots on it. It's like, okay, none of this can happen anywhere. People need to step up at this point. We need to argue back.
I continue to say, when are we going to do that?
Well, I think we need to realize that our very existence has become political, right? The very fact that we just exist is political, and we need to fight back. We need to bound together. We need to support our local organizations that are doing the work, and, with our dollars, spending our dollars, giving to the local organizations so that we can fight these bills.
Patricia, and to all of you, I ask in seriousness. Forgive me, I pull out your word existence and I put in the word breathing. They're fighting that you're breathing on this planet. And with that being the case, what is it going to take for us to go, we can't accept anymore. We're going to do something about it. Now, I can't imagine any of you would say, oh, I'm feeling that, because we're just out there now. What's it going to take for that to happen?
Well, there's dribs and drabs. Wasn't there a protest here at the end of March? There was a march. It's those kinds of things.
800 people.
I know.
The largest LGBTQ, one of the largest in the country. Congratulations to the organizer. Chris Caputo, our city commission. It was an outstanding event. Outstanding.
Yes. But there needs to be more.
Weeks have gone by.
Yes.
And it's gotten worse. And where are we?
Well,
where are we? Right? LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.